It's one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. It doesn't look like it. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return.
Viking.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
7, Bears nothing. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Now give it to Mason. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a Vikings first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Now for the first time, it's a game to the rookie from Wake Forest. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They're going play action. It's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And he stopped at the 31-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. That forces 4th down.
You know, Kate will get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. That's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
They pitch it to him. And this is going to get them the first. Great call in a tough spot. They pick up 14 yards.
Hey, you and I are not too old to remember a time where this used to almost be a debate. You come in, bring on the special teams and punt it, not in today's NFL. And the numbers tell you so often to go for it, and when you execute like they just did, you'll more than likely go for it again later in the game.
Steps up, and he's running with it.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Throwing on 2nd. Murray. He's got it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6.
Lining up for the extra point.
Point after is up and good by Riker. And our score 14-7 now here in the first.
14. Bears 7. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Riker set to kick this away. Here's Thomas on the return. Things going well so far. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Williams to throw. This is Loveland working the right side. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on 1st. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Williams will look to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds very close. We'll see. Now, they say he's short maybe by about the length of the football. That's going to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
A little outside their comfort zone to try field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's going to have the 1st down on a gain of about 2 as they get the little bit they needed to stay out there. In that spot right there, Brock, it's a tough range. A little long for a field goal. You hate to punt from the defensive side of the field, which leads to the call there to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, this is where the communication is buzzing. Probably on the previous down, to be honest with you, Kate. Like, okay, what do we got to get to?
Touchdown, Chicago! Santos now for the extra point.
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And we're back square, 14 apiece here.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Claiborne. Shoots another one. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Yeah. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing here, Murray. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Big hitter on first down. 33 yards. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. And the rusher's going to win this rep. They get to it. Grady Jarrett. And that forces them back now into a 2nd and 15. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. We're all knotted up at 14. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Running left side by Jefferson. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards, nicely done, but still short of the markers. It is 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's caught. This is Addison. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Minnesota.
Kyler throwing here. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Bears say they got this one, and they did.
That's quarterback's living nightmare and a defender's dream right there. Not just to get the sack and get home, but sack fumble, that's what these defenders live for.
First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift brought one back earlier and now takes one across.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
Santos has the extra point. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Vikings 14. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Claiborne from the pistol. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Well, you taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Force that to his right. No one's around him. He's got space. There he goes on the right side. And he's going to scramble all the way in for the score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Kyler Murray. And he is halfway to his total from a week ago. Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Sent right down the middle and good. And we got a tie of 21.
At 21 apiece. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket.
Oh, they rocked him on that throw, and that's going to take most of the power out of it. Ball doesn't even get back to the line. It is second down. Ooh, coming off a touchdown on their previous drive, you can almost feel the urgency up here, Brock. They want to add more.
Yeah, urgency and aggressiveness. Those are kind of the ingredients in the recipe for this offense, and certainly their success today.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. To throw, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They got 9 on their last play, Brock, so just a final yard now to go here on third down. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
Eric Wilson. No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. He'll get this to Jefferson. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Play action now. Murray. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now Kyler. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's third down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Back to throw, Murray. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds and just in the nick of time if you're a defender. Looks like about a step or two shy of that line to gain. Brings up fourth and a yard.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense isn't moving here. They're going for this on fourth and one. They snap it to Murray. That one's caught by Jefferson. And not only do they pick up that first down on fourth, Brock, but the game gets them inside the opposing 30.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Off the play action, here's Murray. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Murray to throw here on third. Hits his running back. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Minnesota. Damon Claiborne. First a return score, now he's got a receiving one, too. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Thomas on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Here's Williams. Odunze's got it right side. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down. All set to go now from the 35. To throw is Williams. That's caught by Burden. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
At the 44-yard line.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Out of the pistol, Williams. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Pushing it here to try to at least get into field goal range, Brock, but no yardage there, and they lost some valuable time on that play, too.
One of the keys here as well is, are those receivers going to try to run it back and go again, or do you find a substitute off that sidelines? Because I don't think they're done taking their shots downfield.
Looking long again. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Williams set to pass. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Williams to throw. On the move, headed right. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he's going to be stopped, but not before doing some damage. He's down to the 12. That is the spark that they needed. 31 yards.
That's so good, Kate. That is just such good quarterbacking 101 right there. He escapes the pocket. He keeps his eyes down the field, and because of it, well, he found an explosive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams will look to throw. Escapes the pocket. Looking sideline, caught by Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds. So after picking up 3, it's going to be 3rd down.
That right there, that's exactly how you coach a tight end to be the safety valve. Got to keep working back to the football, give that QB the big target, and help him find a completion when not much else was open.
Now here's Williams. This one's caught. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. Brings up 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Williams throwing on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Claiborne. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down. Pinned down deep on your own side, Brock. You know what that defense is thinking. They want to stick it to you, but they still found a way to find a little running room there.
You spent quite a bit of time really in training camp. Not in season as much, Kate, but in training camp working on this backed-up situation. And that's exactly what you want. You want to see the ball matriculate forward. And to do it on the ground, even better.
From the gun to Claiborne they go. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Claiborne running to the left. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's an inside give to Claiborne. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming. Offense in the hurry up here.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Viking.
Kyler looking to throw. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. 2nd time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Looking middle, he's got Jefferson. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Play action now. Murray. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. It's a gain of 22.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Kyler throwing here. This is Jefferson, and he's got it.
And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter.
From the red zone on 1st.
Okay, partner, what's he thinking here?
Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Shotgun handoff here for Claiborne.
Oh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, that matters. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Thomas on the return.
Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Swift gets it on the pitch. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st down. Here's Swift. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
At the Vikings' 30-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
They set up the screen here to Swift. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And that was going to
fall incomplete. That forces fourth down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Staying between the tackles here with Claiborne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Bears have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Here's Claiborne on the carry. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. That's going to be a Minnesota first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They're going play action. It's Murray. Rolling out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that is a Vikings first down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
They've got first down here from the 36. And off to Claiborne. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got first down. Partner, I know we don't see this as much in this sport, but in the other one I call basketball, this feels like the perfect time to use a timeout because this defense is getting worked the last couple of plays.
Yeah, somehow, some way, you've got to interrupt this momentum. You've got to respond and stop the bleeding. Somebody on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. They've got a man in motion. Now Murray. We've got a screen to the running back. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Now Claiborne. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Kyler. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bears 31. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. They're on the counter with Swift. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears losing by 7. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Williams. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. His first this season after he had 7 of them last year.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
This one's going to wind up incomplete. He had him over the middle for a second, but he was muscled off that catch. That brings about 4th down.
They are officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And it forces it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but it'll stay with them after the interception. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Jukes away from one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
And fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Man in motion here. That one's out and cut on the right side.
And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. Justin Jefferson, the second score that he has brought in this season. Reichert on for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. They bump their lead up to 14.
45. Bears 31. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop the real game.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
A lateral goes haywire. It's out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. They'll run it with Swift. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season.